What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best perks to be running for your class setup or your custom loadout for Warzone. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who tuned into my last video. It did really well. So today's video, we're going to be going over the best perks to be running on your custom loadout, because honestly, it did change a little bit from yesterday's video. So make sure you guys drop a thumbs up in today's video and then comment down below what some of your favorite perk combinations are. And honestly, if you're going to be trying out some of these perks that I'm going to be telling you to, guys, and exactly why you should be running them. So much once again, guys, let's get right into this. So for the perks that I like to run as of now, I like to run Cold-Blooded, Overkill, and Tune Up. Now I'm going to be going over exactly why. So I actually found this out, and honestly, I kind of felt dumb whenever I actually found this out, but if you go to the perks and you press Y to show more information, you actually see that certain perks will actually have a different effect in Warzone. So the first one that you're going to see that has a different effect in Warzone will be the kill chain. And kill chain, how it acts in Warzone is that it increases your chance of finding kill streaks and supply boxes. Now, with that being said, that is a huge advantage to have in Warzone, because finding kill streaks and supply boxes is really good, because it saves you cash and it saves you a lot more time than having to risk yourself going to the buy stations and spending your cash on those kill streaks with that. Now, moving along for the perk 2s, a lot of these actually do change in Warzone. Now, the first one is restock, and now this one, it basically says that your equipment will recharge over 50 seconds. Now, with that being said, your equipment does not recharge at all in Warzone right now. You have to literally find more grenades and more tacticals. But if you're running a restock, you're actually going to get your restock in 50 seconds on 2 tacticals and 2 lethals, I believe 100%, within 50 seconds. Now, I'm moving along. This is the game changer right here for Warzone. It pretty much on hardline and Warzone, it takes 25% off all kiosk prices for kill streaks, field upgrades, and armor plates. Now, this pretty much says that you get 25% off at all of the buy stations in Warzone. So this is really useful, especially if you're spending a lot of cash, or you say, for instance, if you die, go to Gulag and come back, everything's going to be a little bit cheaper for you, so you won't have to find as much cash to get yourself fully kitted back up. Now, another thing as well, with the point man, this one is very essential, and you want at least one person in your squad to be running this point man, because honestly, this will change your entire game as a team if just one person runs this. What point man does this in this change in Warzone, it pretty much says that all members of your team will earn more money from completed missions, or contracts pretty much. And well, that's pretty beneficial, especially if you're getting respawned from the Gulag and you have barely any cash and you're trying to find something that actually gets you cash fast. Doing contracts is the best way to do that, and this will give you more cash. Another thing as well is if you're starting the game off early and you're trying to just get a custom loadout as fast as you can, this is going to be the best thing to actually have. I don't know, I just feel like this is a good thing to have on one of your people or one of your players as a perk. Now, moving on to perk 3s, this is going to be the best perk 3 that you can run, and it is Tune Up. What Tune Up does differently in Warzone, it also reduces your revive time by 25%, and honestly, that is a huge difference whenever it comes to being in battle, or if somebody's basically pursuing you, or if the storm's coming. It is always a good thing to have a quicker revive time, so you have to basically worry less about somebody basically interrupting your revive or the storm killing your person or something like that. It's pretty much really beneficial at all areas. Tune Up is by far the best way to go. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be talking and saying like, oh, why don't you run Ghost on your perk 2? And honestly, I would say that Ghost is not really that necessary, and the reason being is because UAVs do get used in the game. Yes, 100%. But what UAVs don't do is they're not really useful, I'd say, late game, unless you're just trying to find out a certain area where some people may be. But I really don't see a problem with that either, because if people do find out where I'm at, okay, cool, more kills for me. That's how I see it. So I feel like Ghost is not really a necessary thing, because if people do find out where you are and you feel like you can take them on, there's no reason for you to be running Ghost. If you know when somebody calls in a UAV, so you know that you're on the radar. So I really do feel like Ghost is kind of like unnecessary, in my opinion. I feel like you can get better benefits from having Overkill in your class, because you can have 2 fully decked out weapons the way that you want, and that puts you at a constant advantage over your enemies because you have two weapons kitted the way that you feel comfortable having them. So pretty much with Cold-Blooded as well, Cold-Blooded is very, very useful, especially late game strategies, especially people are using smoke grenades and stuff like that, because people love to spam guns with thermals on Warzone, from what I've been noticing. So Cold-Blooded is a very, very big necessity, in my opinion, for Warzone. Now, like I said, with tune-up, this is just pretty much common sense. So if you guys did like today's video and like the tips and honestly all the information that I just fed to you guys, make sure you guys drop a fat thumbs up to today's video in the comment down below if you guys are shocked by any of the information that I shared with you, and if any of you guys are going to be trying out any of these perk combinations that I just told you. But anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already and drop that thumbs up once again. Peace!